was staying in. And I kept saying, I know this fucking house from somewhere. And I just couldn't think, I couldn't put my finger on it. I said, I know this fucking house. And then I said, Rob stayed in either this house or that house. And I just couldn't remember what house he stayed at. And then I remember, y'all know Fat Eddie. I've been knowing these motherfuckers since I was an infant. Because we all the same age. Fat Eddie died on a motorcycle, right? So, at Cerveny, before we got, well, no, he was at Cooley, my fault. Sorry. He was bad as hell. He could have had a motorcycle. Oh, that's funny and shit. Now that I think about it, that's why they had the nigga in the house next door with the motorcycle. Because remember, when my grandma was staying there, they had some nigga kept going up and down the street. They went in and out that house that was riding a motorcycle. Remember? Like, and I kept thinking, but you know, my life was such in shambles. I wasn't sitting down and thinking because I had to go over there and stay. My wife was God knows fucking where. I had no idea where the fuck she was. I had no idea what the fuck the Bureau was doing. So they got me and my wife a house in Livonia, across the street from Radford, Michigan, on Inkster Road. But before they did that, I had to go over there and stay with my grandmother on Roberson. Because Canton evicted us on some bullshit that they entrapped me with out there in Canton. So them bitches in this shit too. So what happened was, I had my 69 green Impala over in the side of in the driveway, and they had us in Rob Mama house, which was like an abandoned house. They didn't do shit. They just stuck my poor grandmama up in that shit whole house. And it's the Bureau. And I kept saying, who the fuck gave my grandmama this house? And I know now, it was the Justice Department. How you know is because when that raid happened, because they raided the house. Once they raided the house, once the police raid your house and they go to court and you guilty or something, they take the motherfucker. That's their shit now. It becomes theirs. I went to law school, but I also went to law school in Detroit. Nigga shit. So I know once they come in and seize a house over drugs and shit, they take the house. So that I knew that house had been seized already because it was on fucking cops. And they had Rob, and I've been knowing Rob ever since we was in junior high school.
SWAT.
But I've been knowing the block ever since I was a damn near infant. I went to to preschool right there on Fenkell between Roberson and Coyle. I went to preschool there. We walked all the way from Mark Twain, me and my mother, all the way from Linden and Eaton. That's a long ass motherfucking walk for a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old. That's how old I was, 3 and 4. So that's why she made sure I had ice cream, because she's like, you just a soldier. Walking at 3 years old, that's fucking a mile. That's almost 2 mile walk. For a baby. That's all I was a motherfucking baby. So she gave me ice cream for doing that. Every day I got ice cream when she came to pick me up. Every day. Right there. So I know Roberson. I know the block. So when I'm sitting up there at my grandma in Rob's old house that they took from his mama, probably so they probably took the house from his mother. Am I right, Bureau? Y'all took the house from his mother because of what he was doing, right? I'm quite sure. I know it is because my grandmama was in there. So I ended up having to go over there and stay. So 2 white cops ended up coming over there. 2 white police officers to get me and allegedly that I was looking through a window next door to the house. Now I'm in my motherfucking green 69 Impala sleep. I'm talking about knocked out. It's hot as hell. You know Detroit is hot as fuck in the summer. So I'm in the car sleep. They ain't got no air conditioning in my grandma's house and that house in Rob's mama's old house. They ain't got no air conditioning. It's hot as shit in there. So I slept in the fucking car. I'm used to Detroit. I grew up in Detroit. I ain't scared of shit in Detroit. Especially off fenkell. I know just about everybody over there. I went to Cerny, Cooley High School. I'm in Sports Illustrated for Cooley, so I ain't got no problem. I know Eddie. I knew Eddie. I knew Rob. I knew Al. I knew everybody on that motherfucking block. Matter of fact, I used to walk my girlfriend my 9th grade year down Roberson every fucking day. Janeka Edwards, who is a Wayne County sheriff right now, you can ask her. Down that block every day, I walked her home. Down, you know she stayed on Sussex, but we turned on Roberson and we went down Roberson to Midland and went 2 blocks across Coyle to Sussex. She stayed the second house off the corner. By the way, that's how that we lost our virginity together. I know I had to throw it in there. I'm just so in love with my baby still. So what happened was, yeah, she a Wayne County sheriff. She married now. I know I'm married too, but I ain't gonna never stop loving Janeka. Janeka ain't gonna never stop loving me. That's the relationship we had. So what happened was, I'm over there, sleep, and they had some nigga with a security outfit. The chick that stayed in the house, she went to Cooley with me. I knew her. I knew who she was. I don't know her personally, but I know her. I knew she graduated. I think she graduated the same year I did, I believe. Anyways, yeah, I'm sure of it. Or a year before me. It's either the year that I graduated, the year before me. One of the two. She either graduated Janeka year in 91. That's the year Janeka graduated from Cooley. But I graduated from Cooley in 1992. So it's either one of us our year, because we seen her every motherfucking day. So she's standing there with her kids, her daughters. Now I'm in the driveway sleep. Some nigga that she was, I don't know what was going on. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if she was going with this nigga or what. But he was over there occasionally, okay? I'm in the car sleep, and I hear this nigga yelling. I'm knocked out sleep. He knew I was in the car sleep. I said, what the fuck is he waking me? He yelling. And you know, when you come out of your sleep, you don't really know what the fuck going on. So I just got out the car and went in the house. Like, I don't know what the fuck this nigga tripping about, but I'm not about to sit here and argue, because, you know, I've been having all this bullshit that's been surrounding me because my wife obviously working for the Justice Department. They trying to entrap me on bullshit. So I don't want no fucking static, you know, because if I didn't have the shit that was going on around me, I'd have probably been out there beating his ass. But just because he was yelling at me, but I didn't do that. I said, I'm not going. So I'm thinking, like, I did the right thing. I didn't even fucking cause no commotion. I just went in the house and went fucking to lay down. I mean, I didn't even get to lay down. I'm sorry. I went in the house. But the police was there within like 1 minute in Detroit. I called these motherfuckers. They didn't arrive for fucking 45 minutes on Greenfield and Grand River. These motherfuckers pulled up in less than seconds. I didn't even get all the way in the house. And My grandma came downstairs because they came to the door. I said, what the fuck they doing? I said, fuck this. And I went downstairs. I said, fuck that. These motherfuckers, they is not taking me because every time the police come and get me, come over to where I'm at, they end up taking me. So I just, it was like that psychological fight and flight shit that I just learned about again. So I just panicked and went downstairs to get the fuck away from them. They went down there. I was trying to hide and shit. That made me look bad. So they came and grabbed me and shit. I was trying to hide and shit downstairs. I was drinking because I was buzzing off beer. So they brought me up and they took me to the hospital. So that's why I was in the hospital. When I said I didn't fucking know why I was in the hospital, I was in the hospital then. So, I left. I said, fuck this. They ain't got no reason to hold me in no motherfucking hospital because I didn't break no law. No crime was committed. So I'm like, what the fuck is y'all holding me? But they had already was planning on fucking me over. The Justice Department and my wife and their connection. Like I said, they sent 2 white cops to Detroit. I mean, to Roberson and fenkell to pick me up.